In this video, you will learn how to install Oracle Database23AI, Oracle APEX24.2 and ORDS 24.4. You can find all the code and explanation of this video in the two articles I've written, and their link are in the description below the video. Okay, so let's get started. After downloading and extracting the Oracle Database23AI, Oracle APEX24.2 and ORDS software, you should begin by installing Oracle Database23AI. And to do this, navigate to the extracted folder, then right-click on Setup.exe, and then select Run as Administrator to start the installation process and follow the installation wizard. So here just click Next, and then I accept, and then Next. Here in this step you define the destination folder for your Oracle Home and Oracle Base, and here you set the password for sys, system and PDB admin user. The difference between PDB admin and sys and system is PDB admin just has access to PDB, but sys and system has access to CDB and all PDBs. So PDB admin is restricted to a single PDB. And when you want to connect directly to the PDB without using sys and system, you can use PDB admin. Here in this step, automatically your configuration listener will be started, and the listener name is listener, port number 1521 and protocol TCP/IP. And after finishing the installation process, I will show you the status and the features of the listener. But reverse to the past, you don't need to install database and configure then your listener. Here configuring listener is the part of process of installing Oracle Database23AI free. So after installing database, we can check the status of database and listener. So go to the CMD, go to the SQL Plus, and then select a status from $V instance to see the status of your database. So as you see, the database is open, and I'm going to check my PDBs. So I have one CDB and one PDB. It's called free PDB1. Now let's check the listener, LSNRCTL status. So as you see, the name is listener and the other features, and I'm going to focus in this part that the service free PDB1 is ready by this listener. So now we are ready to install Oracle Apex. For installing Oracle Apex, we should run some script in database, and for this reason you should navigate to the Apex folder. So open it in the CMD. I'm going to install my Oracle Apex in my PDB. So the first step is change the container and set it to my PDB. So now by alter session set container equal to free PDB1. I'm in my PDB. By show con name you can see where are you. Here I'm going to check table space, and if you want you can use sysaux table space, but I prefer to create a separate table space for my Apex, and I'm going to enable Oracle Managed File or OMF because by this way I reduce to manually specify file location and file name. So for enabling Oracle managed file, you should set dbCreateFileDest parameter to a specific destination you want to have your data files. So as I said, you can ignore this step and just use sysaux, but I want to repeat it. I prefer to create a separate table space for my Apex. So I set dbCreateFileDest to a destination. So here I set my dbCreateFileDest to this destination, and by this way I actually enable OMF, and I set the destination for my data files is here. So by create table space apex_tbs, just I should set the size for my data file. It's not needed to say my data file name and destination, because Oracle managed file automatically generate a unique file name for my data files, and the destination is what you set for dbCreateFileDest parameter. So I'm going to use Apex TBS table space. So now I should start to installing Apex. For installing Apex, we need to run three scripts. The first one is apexInst.sql. This script actually needs 4 parameters. The first one is the table space name for main schema objects for Apex, and the second one is the table space for storing Apex files such as metadata and static files is stored in the database. The third is temporary table space, and I use temp. And the last one is image parameter, refers to the location of the Apex static files, and also it's called the Apex image directory that includes CSS file, JavaScript file, icons, HTML and fonts, and so on. And the next step is set the admin password by running apex pwd.sql apexch password. So just you can set the admin username and set the email and password for your admin user. And the next step is running apex rest config.sql. And actually this script configures RESTful service for Apex, and by running this script you create 2 special users, Apex REST public user and Apex listener, and you set password for them. And these 2 users actually these are REST related users, and these users are required by ORDS to enable REST features in Oracle Apex. And this script must be run before installing ORDS. So I created this user, and then I'm going to unlock these users. So the next step is installing ORDS. So for installing ORDS, follow this step. First, create a folder for the config files. So I just called it config ORDS underline config or whatever you want. Then go to the CMD. Let me first check the database just for sure, and then my listener. Just a quick check. So the status is ready for my PDB. By TNS ping I can check the service name, so it's okay. So now we are ready to install ORDS. So here in the ORDS file, open it in the CMD, and here at first you should check you have Java or no. So I installed this Java version, and now everything is ready for installation. So by java-jar ords.var, and then set the config folder here, and then just install. So here you set the database connection type. The first one is okay. I'm going to have basic connection type, so I set database host name, and I want to set, you can set your computer name or IP. I'm going to use my IP here. So the database listener port and the service name was pre-PDB1. And for the administrator user, I use this as sysdba or system or whatever has administrator privilege. So your password for your sys user. Here it's an important step for installing ORDS. For example, you can select the number what you want to change. For example, for Apex static resource location, in the 8 number, I should refer the image files, and here in the Apex folder I have image file. I want to copy them in the ORDS folder and then refer the destination of that to this ORDS static files here. So I bring the image file from Apex folder here in the ORDS, or you can simply directly use the Apex directory here, but I prefer to bring images here in the ORDS folder and then set this destination to static files. So here I just copy this path and set it here. And then the other thing I'm going to change is HTTP port. I'm going to use, instead of 8080, use 8081. So I said I'm going to change number 7 and then 8081. So I'm happy with the other options here. Then go ahead until the installation finished. So here, when you receive this text here, your ORDS is ready to use. Go to the browser and localhost your port and then ORDS, and you see your Apex is here. Just go ahead . So for the first step, go to the internal workspace to create your workspace. And just this, and thank you for your watching, and thank you for your time, and I hope it was useful for you.